What is synergy? Synergy is a team's ability to move from addition to multiplication. For example, one person that can create an output of 1 and another person that can create an output of 2, their sum would be an output of 3 because 1 plus 2 is 3. And that's all right. But they could have done the same if they worked individually and just came together at the end. See, there's nothing synergistic about that. Now, if the same two people were able to use synergy and create a product as their output, which is multiplication instead of addition, they would come up with a number of 4 or more. 1 and the 2 will give us 3. But once we start multiplying, the effect is much greater. So if this person is able to do 1 alone, this person is able to do 2 alone, once you combine them and they reach that point of synergistic teamwork or real teamwork, then they will at that point be able to create more than they would have as a sum, which was, remember, their sum was 3. I'm going to give you a good example. If someone is bench pressing versus someone that is doing individual dumbbell flies, someone may be able to grab two 50-pound weights, lay on their back, and press those weights, right? That's 100 pounds combined, but that's all they can do. I could take the same person, put a bar on the weight, and add it easily 200 pounds or greater, and all of a sudden they can press 225, 275 pounds. How is that possible? It's because once they work together, they're able to balance each other out. And the deficiencies are now pretty much erased, and the strength of both of them are combined. And now they are way more greater. They are now, the 275 pounds is now the product of both sides of your body working together. Versus, say, 50 pounds, the sum is 100 pounds. And that's why as leaders, it's so important for us to try to find synergy. Try to bring our teams together and to create a formation of people that overlap each other's weaknesses and accentuate each other's positives. But it's up to the leader to find the weaknesses and to find the positives. And you only get that by knowing the people that work for you. If you don't know them, you don't take the time to sit back and learn who they are and who you really have on your team, then you'll always only get the sum and you'll miss out on the product. And that is why some sports teams are way better than others. I will take, for example, the San Antonio Spurs. You know, as a product, they outdo all the other teams in the NBA. As a sum, I would look at Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Chris Bosh, at the Heat, because coming from individual teams, they were all high-scoring, high-profile players. And the idea was once they got to Miami, they would just win 2, 3, 4, 5 NBA championships in a row. But what we see is it didn't work out that way. Yes, they were able to get championship, but you look at the Spurs over the last 10 to 15 years, you constantly see them in the race for the title, if not winning a title. They don't have any of the league's highest scoring leaders. There's no 30-point-a-game player there, which LeBron James, Bosh, and Dwayne Wade all have the ability to do. But what you have is Greg Popovich as the leader, the coach of the Spurs. He's taking that team and making people like Kawhi Leonard look like an all-star. Not that he's not a great player, but he's getting so much out of him, more than probably any other coach could. I would say Greg Popovich is able to get more out of his players who aren't these perennial all-stars than the coach of the Miami Heat was with the all-stars. If Greg Popovich was the Miami Heat coach, I'm pretty sure they would have gone down in history as one of the greatest teams ever, because he gets the best out of each and every individual. It's not enough just to have great players. You have to have a great team, which requires that synergy And synergy comes through great coaching. We don't want just the sum of each person on our team. We want the product that we could get when we multiply their talents together. So that's synergy. Synergy is achieved when you get the best out of each individual to create the best product and not just waiting for the sum or just looking for the sum, which occurs when you take those individuals and just put them together. We need coaching, counseling, and mentoring. That's what we have to do as leaders so that we can actually get to that point of synergy. So take this message, find your team, learn a little bit more about them, analyze them, find out what makes them work, ask them what they're good at, ask them what they're comfortable doing, and then take them to the next level together. That's what you owe them. Because someone says a happy workplace makes for productivity. And I say, well, people are happy when they're successful. And that's why leaders, we have to do that piece. We have to help create that synergy so that we can have that success, so that they will produce, and they will continue to produce because of the comfort that they found in working hard, working together for success. So that's my take on synergy. What's your opinion on synergy? Do you have anything to add that others that comment on this video could learn a lot more from? If so, take the time to do so. You can find more on my blog, directingreflections.com, and also by subscribing to this YouTube page, Directing Reflections. Have a good day, and thank you.